Hi, it's Becky from Farm Girl here. There's about 10 days left this month, and I hope you're thinking about your September newsletter. And I've gotten a few newsletters this month that I think could be a little more effective if they were refocused. So I thought I'd jump on here and give you some tips so that you can go back, look at last month's newsletter, ask yourself these questions, and then start your September newsletter. Now, I subscribe to newsletters from all kinds of businesses just to help me learn, just to help me give me ideas. So when I talk about things I've seen, it could be any business that I've seen them in because, that's how many newsletters I get. So take a second, pause the video, bring up your most recent newsletter, and ask yourself some questions. So bring up your recent newsletter, and here's the first question. Does your subject line give people, your ideal clients, a reason to open the newsletter? For example, August newsletter. Probably not. Studies say that people will decide in less than 3 seconds whether to open that email or not. So you want to be sure that your subject line is giving them a reason to open their newsletter or open your newsletter. I'm not big on subject lines that trick you, like your appointment is canceled or you owe us $3,000. But I think you have to really work at that subject line to make sure that you're telling the client what's in it for them if they open your newsletter. Okay, that's number one. Number two, which might be my favorite topic, is it visually appealing? Now, I could talk for days about this, and I may in the future, because visual appeal makes so much difference. So let's just talk about some things that make it visually appealing. Is there one font or one color scheme in the newsletter? Or does it look like you just got a new box of Crayolas and you're trying every single color? Is it easy to scan? We live in an ADD, instant information kind of world. So people are going to scan your newsletter first, and then if they open it, and then they'll go back and read the parts that interest them. One of the things that helps with that is numbered or bulleted points in the text, because people want to know what the answer is. You can decide if you add graphics or do nearly all graphics or a clean magazine style approach. But the fact is, if it's ugly, puts whoever's reading it in a bit of a place, and given ugly is perception, so what's ugly to one might not be ugly to another. I got that. But if I open a newsletter, I perceive it as not attractive, I'm much less inclined to do business with that company. I get a newsletter from a Western boutique that has very cool products, cool clothes, cool accessories. When they send me their newsletter, they send me shopping items, and the picture is a thumbnail, a 1-inch thumbnail. I cannot see anything in that thumbnail, and they put a whole outfit with accessories. So I can't tell if I will like it from looking at the thumbnail. Might be my bifocals too, or not. So I often don't click because I don't have time to be clicking on stuff I don't like. Okay. Question 3. Look at the date on the newsletter. Was it less than 30 days ago? How long has it been since you sent a newsletter? Consistency is the key to success. Everyone will tell you this. You have to find the sweet spot in not annoying your potential client with too many emails or not enough emails, but you've got to be front and center to make sure they're thinking about your business. For most of my clients, that's one time a month, because that's all the time they have to prepare a newsletter, and then send up automated emails that might go out for certain reasons. Like if a client clicked on want more information, just make sure you're consistent. Okay, got them. 1, subject line. 2, visually appealing. 3, are you sending it consistently? 4, are there pictures of people smiling or something fun? I don't mean fun like a cartoon or making fun of yourself or one of those funny memes that's all over everywhere. A picture of people smiling in or after a group class would be a great pick for a fitness studio. A picture of the significant people in the business that allows other people to connect to them. And the other thing that kind of goes with this is, are there sections of the newsletter about the studio or the business? Or are there different ways to tell potential clients what your business will do for them? What is the advantage of them choosing you over your competitor? That's what you want to give them. You want to show them that there's something in it for them to choose you. Okay, number 5, and the last one on this particular edition of my straight shooting from the hip is, does the newsletter drive people to different places on your website so you can tell what they're interested in? Now, you can, for instance, include a recent blog that says why you should do Pilates or 20 reasons to do Pilates, something like that. And if you put the whole blog in the newsletter, you will never know if anybody was interested in those 20 reasons. However, if you put the top 3 and then say, click for more and go to my website, you'll know which people want to know those 17 reasons or the 17 remaining reasons. And you can then set up an automated email to go to those people who clicked that say, you know, here's how you get started at our studio. Here's what to wear at our studio. Here's why not to be afraid to walk into our studio. If you feature a client in the newsletter, but you don't, if you tell the entire story of that client's experience in the newsletter, you'll never know if people pay attention. However, if you do the teaser and you tease them and have them click to read, you'll be able to see who clicked to read it. If no one clicks on a link you have on the newsletter, that may be sending you a message as well. Those teasers are something we see on TV all day and all night, particularly in news programs, but something like Entertainment Tonight or whatever, they're always trying to keep you online or figure out what you're interested in. So they give you those teasers to keep your interest. You want to do that, but that will actually help you figure out what automated sequences to set up next. So make sure that your newsletter has multiple places that drive people to your website. So not always just the front page, but a specific page. And then also make sure to go back and review those stats so that you can see what people are interested in. Okay, that's it. This was quick. I talked fast, and I really hope this helps you on your September newsletter. You have a great day, and I'll be back next week with more tips.